Brown, and I live in Edinburgh.
Welcome, and thank you for being with us. What's your question?
I am Hispanic. I actually came from Nicaragua, Central America. I'm very familiar with Central America because I lived there 2 years in Honduras and the rest in Nicaragua. I came to the United States in 1960. I won't tell you my age. But anyway, I came here legally, and it is really sad to see what's going on at our borders here.
Question.
My question is, President Trump, what long-term damage and destruction will Biden's open borders agenda do to the country, and what is it costing the law-abiding U.S. taxpayers?
So it's a very fair question, and I know you know that answer probably as well as everybody in this room. It's incalculable how bad this is, where you have not hundreds of thousands, but millions of people storming into our country. Some of them, as we discussed, are from prisons, and they're bad, and they're murderers, and all of the things that I said before. There's no way to judge that kind of damage. And, getting them out is an ordeal. And all sorts of things will happen. It's going to be very hard. But I will say this, it has to be stopped now. This can't go till 2022. They all say, we're going to win Congress. This can't go. They have to do something immediately. People are storming up. You look at some of these caravans where they have 15 and 20 and 25,000 people, and you don't know who's in those caravans. And dotted in those caravans are some of the worst people on earth. So it's a tremendous cost, and it's also monetarily a tremendous cost. You're talking about trillions and trillions of dollars.
Sean, can I add to it?
Yeah.
Janet, what's happening here is the erosion of the social fabric of the United States of America. The United States of America was built upon the rule of law, and what the Biden administration is doing is not enforcing the rule of law. The first thing that happens for all the people they're letting in, they know they're getting away with violating the rule of law. That will erode the United States of America. It must be stopped.
I agree.
Thank you for your question.
I agree.
Let me pick up on, and thank you, ma'am. Thank you for calling. I don't know, Governor, if we should take it personally. It wasn't Viva us, just him.
We'll just leave the stage, and it'll be all Trump.
Let's talk a little politics. You're up, Governor, in 2022. I like President Trump. I'm open with my opinions. All the fake news journalists, they say they're objective. We know they're not. They have an agenda. But you've done a great job for this state. I support your nomination, as the president has. I guess the question is, let's talk about 2022. Really good chance you will be reelected. The House could turn Republican. And then we look at the states where Senate races are. I don't think it could be a bigger bellwether. Florida, Georgia, North and South Carolina, New Hampshire. We have Ohio, Wisconsin, and Arizona. Those are all states we're very familiar with. How important is it for the Republicans to take those key Senate races?
So I think without weak Republican rhino leadership, you'd win every one of them.
Everyone.
But dotted in there are people that you almost would say don't like this country. They don't like the Republican Party. With strong Republican leadership in charge of those states, you'll win every one of them. Without that, you won't.
Governor, I'm going to give you, this is your last segment with us. What it means to you to be the conservative governor of Texas.
Listen, even in Texas, remember this, Texas is also the state of people like Beto O'Rourke. And so what we have in the state of Texas is a battle for the soul of our economy. Are we going to be capitalist or are we going to be socialist? We've seen the socialist agenda through Beto O'Rourke and Julian Castro and people like that. Texas must prevail. We must keep Texas capitalism. Let me tell you this last thing that Democrats will not, and that is it's been capitalism, not socialism, that's lifted more people out of poverty than all of the socialistic programs in the history of the world. We're not going to let the socialists take over now.
No, I'll say this about Texas, and it's so telling. If you take a U-Haul from California to Texas, it's about $2,500. If you take it from Texas back to California, it's about $300. You're doing U-Haul a favor. Now, I know Texas is very inclusive, but if people are going to come from California, New York to Texas, I think it's fair to say they need to leave their liberal policies that destroyed their states behind. Fair?
Fair enough.
Governor, we always love having you.